start the fucking stream. All right, let's see here. Should be good. Those are all green. Come on. Come on, you bastard. Ah, there we are. Okay, welcome to Cooking Videos with Dave, number 27. So yeah, we got some cooking videos to do. I guess we're just going to get right in it. Let me check the... I wonder if I still have that link. Oh, no. No, I don't. No, that's another link. Hello, Prof. Falcon. All right, let's get into this. First one up is Sam the Cooking Guy.
We're making a viewer recipe today that when we first saw it in the comments, we were all like,
what the hell is
going on here?
I did hear about the charges in Georgia being dropped. I wish it was all of them.
Can you hear that noise? They're trimming trees right beside us. Took me 12 minutes to get my intro down. Viewer Recipe Month rolls on, ladies and gentlemen, and today's is brought to you by Pinnacle Solutions with a 0 in there somehow. They say they've been publicly subscribed to us for 4 years. How nice is that? Well, Pinnacle Solutions has suggested something called spaghetti all'assassina, killer spaghetti or assassin spaghetti. Aptly named because you char the hell out of it. I got it in. It's interesting. You make a broth, then you take spaghetti, dry spaghetti, cook it in a little chili oil, then you add the broth and you let the broth soak into it. But
dude, will you just shoot that guy?
You take it over the point of being just done, of being just al dente, so it starts to char up and get dark. And it sounds fantastic. I've never heard of it before. Max?
No.
Chance?
Yes, but only until recently.
Chance, you wrecked the whole poll, Chance. Yes, Chance just recently heard of it. He's the only one. So I'm making this completely blind. No idea. I'm following Pinnacle Solutions recipe to the T. Because I don't really want to deviate, because deviating with something I don't know would not be right. We start by making the tomato broth. We begin with a tablespoon of olive oil, like that, and 2 cloves of minced garlic. And our goal is to let the garlic sizzle until it starts to turn golden. So you don't want too much heat. You don't want it burnt, you want it golden. So this is gonna be, I don't know, maybe a minute or so. Good start. It's always a good start with garlic, isn't it? Just starting to get golden. Then we're gonna add our liquids. We'll begin with 3 cups of tomato puree and 3 cups of water. Pinch of salt. Now we're waiting for this to come to a simmer. When it simmers beautifully like this, turn it down to low, give it one little stir, and we're gonna keep it warm, but off to the side while we move on with our spaghetti. All right, step 2 begins with 1/4 cup of olive oil in our pan. You can see the oil starting to shimmer, so that means the pan is warm, and this is the time we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes scattered over the top. Look, if you don't like red pepper flakes, you could always dial it back, but learn to like red pepper flakes, I say. I'm gonna give them a little mix around. Uh-oh, you're about to get it right in your nose, Max. We wanna give these about a minute. We want them sizzling. Come on, you little rats, sizzle. All right, this is starting to look good. I see sizzling, I hear sizzling, and at this point, we're...
So you cook the spaghetti in oil? Okay, this is intriguing as hell.
Gonna add our raw spaghetti, and we want to mush them around till they get coated in this oil. By the way, Cooking Guy 12-inch cast iron pan just fits the bill here. Try and get a little color on all of them. Once everybody's coated, which is almost, we come in with our broth. We want about half of what we made. Holy shit! I didn't see that coming.
Nancy's getting it now.
I'm always in the spot for it.
I know, it all comes right up to you.
So now we're cooking this spaghetti in this broth until most of the liquid has been absorbed into the spaghetti. I have no idea how long this is going to take because Pinnacle Solutions didn't say. Our goal is to evaporate the broth. We're going to add a little bit more, but we want the spaghetti turning very dark. All right, I think it's been about 7 minutes. You can see most of the tomato broth has been absorbed, a little bit around the edges. And now Pinnacle says add about 2 cups more broth and repeat the process, cooking until it's charred as much.
So you're gonna do 14-minute okay, it might be mushy as fuck, but you do you.
As we want. Let's do it. Cook away. We'll be back. Well, you can see we're starting to get a little color here, and I've switched to a spatula because Pinnacle said try and keep everything all in the same direction, and I'm trying to do that. It's a little hard, especially with Max right here on my ass, not giving me any room to breathe, but we're getting there. I don't think I want to give it any more sauce quite yet. What I want to do is start getting some good color on this. So once again, sit back, relax. I'll give you an update in a couple. We're almost there. I'm liking this. Let's see what's happening. It sticks, and that's where the charring comes from.
If I'm ever in West Hartford, I'll have to take a look.
Oh gosh. Sorry, Max. Oh boy. Look at this. I like this.
I mean, part of me wants to say this looks good. Part of me is like, you're burning shit.
This is kind of crazy. All right, we're gonna go maybe another minute and a half or so, and then out she comes, and in she goes to my mouth. Here, watch this. Make sure everybody's loose, and uno, dos, tres. Yeah, these little bits are what you're gonna want. That's texture 101 right there, and boy, is this gonna be good. Assuming I'm doing this right, Pinnacle could be sitting at home right now just laughing their face off. I hope they're not. All right, another minute, and out she comes. All right, it's time. And I'm notoriously horrible at what I'm about to try, but I just think a big circle, what would you call this?
Twisties.
A big twisty, big giant junk of this in the middle of my bowl would be nice. So now, follow me? Oh, so close. Perfecto! I did it. Took me a second. Okay, just 2 things. One, a little parm. And this is me taking liberties because Pinnacle didn't say anything about that. And a little crowning glory of green. Now, that is a viewer recipe dish, huh? You ever seen anything more beautiful? Because I don't think I have. This is the prettiest pasta dish I've ever made. And let's find out how it tastes. These crunchy bits here, Chancey. You see this? That's money, man. I'm loving this. I mean, I'm loving the look of it. I will now let you know if I love the taste of it. I could not crack the tower. Look at.
All right, I don't know if I'd ever do this. I don't really like crispy spaghetti. All right, I'm on this bird code thing. Maybe I'll again, I'm about 1,000 miles away from Connecticut. But maybe I'll make a few of these. So, all right. Okay. Again, I'm not really feeling this, but maybe I'll try it.
Look at crunching. You hear that? It's texturally fantastic. Ooh, there's the 2 teaspoons of red pepper. It's delicious. It's rich, it's spicy, it's crunchy. It's pasta that has crunch to parts of it. I mean, not all of it.
Butter chicken?
This noodle here, it's like a pasta noodle. It's nicely al dente. Somehow all that extra time in the broth didn't do anything bad to it. And yet there's crunchy.
How the fuck can the pasta be al dente after it's been in a broth for 14 fucking minutes? Sorry, me, whatever.
Pieces in here that are amazing. Pinnacle, reach out to us at info.thecookingguy.com.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made you the mod and got rid of the fake one, which caused a fuck ton of damage. I still want to check over the list once more.
Get you one of those knives. This is worthy. I say it at the end of every video this month. Viewer Recipe Month goes to the end of March. You've got time. In the comments below, you type March, write out a recipe. And if we make it like we just did, You get a knife. It's that simple. You want to make this stuff. Holy God, is it delicious. And just to give you some time sense, we think it was about 20-ish minutes from when the pasta went in with the first round of the broth.
All right, now I'm almost... God damn it. I'll write myself a note here. Be the first cooking video I actually might have a taste test with.
To the end. Wow, wow, wow. Thanks for hanging out. Hit the subscribe button. Like us. Love us. There should be a love instead of a like. We'll take whatever you've got for us.
All right. So next up. We'll do cheeseburger sausage rolls. You know what? We'll do this, and then I'm going to give you guys a choice. Do you... Why in the hell can I... Why don't I have my options here? Oh, there we are. We'll do King... Cobra, because that guy made another video, and something from Allie's Kitchen. The only reason I brought that up is her meat looks weird. All right, so the poll is going to run till I pretty much wrap up this video or call the video. All right.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chud's Barbecue. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made these beautiful, delicious, smoky, juicy, cheesy, amazing cheeseburger sausage rolls. Coming up. This is some beef. Ooh,
Okay.
pat it dry. And what I got here is a
By the
pretty
way-
typical chuck roast. Picked this up at my local
By the way, very important thing, if you want seasoning to stick, pat the fucking thing dry.
HEB grocery store. Looking pretty good. Got some decent marbling in there. Wish it had a fat cap on it, or more of a fat cap, so we'll probably have to add some fat for these burgers or sausage or whatever we're going to call this. And just like every other time we've made burgers or meatloaf or anything else, we're going to start out by cubing this up to make sure it'll fit in the meat grinder. And
Okay, I get this technique. I'd probably just buy some ground beef from my fucking butcher.
chill down a lot quicker. So we get a nice...
I will say the burgers are superior, but if I'm making like a cheeseburger roll, you know, I'm not going to go to the extra.
clean, even grind. And as always, you can use whatever cuts of meat you have or whatever you can find, especially if you have your own fat from brisket trim in the freezer. You could just grab the leanest cut you want, get a really good fat to meat ratio, but typically I'm reaching for a chuck roast or some brisket lean or something like that whenever I'm making burgers and or beef sausage. And there we have it all cubed up. I grabbed some brisket trim out of the freezer for a little extra fat, and we got just under 4 pounds. But now I'm gonna pop this in the freezer to get nice and cold for a nice clean grind while we go ahead and get our spices together, which include...
Now, the reason also I buy pre-ground beef from my butcher is they grind it in-house, so it is that shit, but it is also, I don't know where he lives, but it is the cheaper option. And like I said, it's ground in-house. I could probably actually do medium burgers, but... I will say one of the best burgers I ever made was out of ribeyes. But it goddamn well should be, considering what I'm putting into it.
some kosher salt, some granulated garlic, granulated onion, and some dry mustard. I forgot the pepper, hold on. Beautiful. Get that all nice and mixed up. Also at this stage, I've got my water weighed out. It's gonna be our liquid for this sausage. And I'm gonna go in with some dehydrated onions, let these kind of come back to life, just to add a little extra onion hit to this cheeseburger sausage. Now that our meat is nice and cold, through the grinder we go, going through the coarse die today, and we're just gonna send it through once. Beautiful. Very nice clean grind on that, and now in we go with...
I don't know what TikTok is. I mean, part of me hates this bill, part of me likes this bill.
all of our spices, and start getting that all mixed up. Ooh, it smells good.
All right, that's something I don't do. Okay, I take that back. Generally, if I'm just going with... they're doing sausage rolls. All right, fuck it, I'd probably do this.
Next up, we're going to go in with our rehydrated onions / water. And mix that until it's nice and tacky. Real simple sausage today, folks. Nothing too fancy going on here. Just trying to get that perfect combination of cheeseburger / sausage. And this is a pretty odd amount of sausage. I think this is 3 pounds and like 11 ounces or something like that. And that's because I made the ratios of salt and whatnot off the amount of meat that I had, instead of just trying to get an even 5 pounds or something like that. And if you want to learn more about the sausage making ratios, you can check out my video all about that. So for this one, I did a little under 2% salt because we're adding a whole bunch of high temp cheddar cheese, which is a bit salty. And now,
and by the way, that's the cheese you meant, the high temp cheddar cheese. If you want to have your burgers with cheese in them, you have to get this stuff. And yeah, it's about as artificial as you can think.
now we're just gonna get this folded in until everything is mixed up and evenly incorporated. And just like that, we've got a beautiful, nice, tacky, cheesy beef sausage. Up next, we're gonna roll these out into some logs on a piece of plastic wrap here. Just gonna grab a nice chunk. I'm not really sure how much to use. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it to make these as big as I wanna make them. But luckily, it's really sticky and quite easy to work with. Trying to make these about the same size as a sheet of puff pastry, because that's what we're gonna wrap these up with in a minute. But that looks pretty good. Roll it up, kind of like a Wellington. Nice and tight and nice and plump. Beautiful. I'm gonna do probably one more of these. Now I'm gonna pop these into the fridge for a little bit while we start working with our puff pastry, which hopefully has defrosted a little
So what the hell are you doing with the rest of it?
bit. It's been sitting on the counter for like an hour. Ooh, definitely not defrosted. Might have to come back here in a minute. All right, wrap this in a paper towel, popped it in the microwave for like 20 seconds or something, and worked out really well, I think. Let's find out. Oh yeah, beautiful. To start things out, I'm gonna roll this out just a little bit, make it a little bit thinner, maybe a little bit wider, mostly just to get those creases out of this thing. Oh, perfect fit. And now on we go with our little log here. And we're just simply gonna try and roll this up, realizing that I probably should have floured this work surface. Nice and tight. Beautiful. Roll this over, and we're just gonna pinch this seam together on the underside. Lovely stuff. Flip it over so that seam is on the underside. And there we go. All wrapped up and looking very nice. Let's do it again. I might go a little bit thinner on this one. Just
You have to seal the sides. I mean, I'm not calling you a liar, but seal the fucking sides.
for a little experiment. Roll it up. I'm also gonna egg wash this one just for good measure, although I don't think it's really necessary. Seems to stick pretty well. Beautiful. Cut off the extra. And now that these are all rolled up, I'm gonna pop them into the freezer for probably about 20 minutes while I go ahead and fire up that pellet grill. Well, it would appear that my pellet grill is no longer working. I just tried to fire it up and it made a burnt noise, and it's not feeding pellets at all. Cracked it open, looked down there, tried to do the feed mode, tried to just run it naturally, and the little spindle dealie's just not spinning. So that's great, I guess. If anyone knows how to fix that, let me know. But do you know what kind of pit can never break? A wood-powered offset. So let's fire that up. This is what I get, folks, trying to be lazy. Oh, God, right in the eye. Freaking electricity and moving parts. Who needs it? What is going on today?
Okay, I would not go this extreme, but that's me.
All right, our pit is on its way up to about 350, 375 degrees, which is pretty toasty, especially for an offset, but these are coming out of the freezer and looking absolutely beautiful. And now it's time to cut these up. So I'm gonna just start by kind of going right down the middle, and then in the middle again, and then one more time. And this is much easier to do with that really cold puff pastry. Cuts a lot cleaner, and that is just a beautiful looking little sight right there. All that cheese.
Yeah, but I'm worried all your shit's gonna run out all over your grill.
And meat, nice coarse grind on there. And it was at this stage I realized that I should have egg washed these first. That's all right. We'll get it on the next batch. Actually, it's probably not that big a deal. Yeah, that'll work out. For this guy, shape it up a little bit and hit it with the egg. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Great. Good day here on the Chud set, everybody. Egg wash is just gonna help that puff pastry get a really nice golden brown color.
I hate those cooking days when you make every stupid fucking mistake on the planet.
And help our seasoning stick. But now that it's nicely coated, we'll slice this one up as well. And load these onto a Silpat lined baking sheet. And then using some of my table egg here, we'll get these painted too. Both ways work well.
Are you gonna add any salt or pepper to the top of it, or what?
Although this one might have a little egg seeping between there, which might cook on a little weird onto the sausage, but I guess we'll find out, folks.
I don't get why he's leaving the sides open. All this is gonna do, all the grease and goodness is gonna run out.
Gotta love a nice quick and easy recipe in the backyard. And lastly, we're gonna hit these with some sesame seeds because it's got that cheeseburger bun vibe. But you can leave these naked, hit them with some flake salt. Ooh, I probably should throw some everything bagel spice on a few of these. Doesn't really keep up with the theme of what we're trying to do here, but you know it's gonna be tasty. There we go. Just do a couple. Alrighty, on the pit we go. Nice hot fire today. Like I said, right around 375 degrees. And these should only take about 30 minutes or so. So we'll check back in a little bit. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there's hardly any smoke coming out of that thing because I'm trying to run a really clean fire on these. That's one of the hard things about baking on an offset is one, you have to get it pretty hot. You know, cooking around 400 degrees is a lot hotter than I usually do on this bad boy. Two, I don't want to get any ash or soot on these, especially with that egg washed puff pastry. A lot of things could stick to it and not look as pretty, which is the main reason I wanted to use a pellet grill is because there's not much smoke flavor, but it holds heat really well. But the offset's more fun anyway. And my other concern is those shiny trays I use are made of aluminum and they look really pretty on camera, but they tend to warp under high heat like this. They always go back to the same shape afterwards, but I'm just worried that it's gonna warp and knock a few of these over. But you know what, folks? We're just gonna have to play it by ear on this one. So we're gonna let those cook away for about 30 minutes while we go ahead and make a really quick burger sauce. Going for a classic burger sauce today, folks. Really nothing fancy. Starting out with some mayonnaise.
I've never ate a sausage roll, but I seen one on MasterChef one time, and I have wanted to try them.
Oh, followed by some spicy ketchup. Oh, a little bit of some yellow mustard. Splash of some Worcestershire sauce. Beep. An adorable little spoonful of some relish. A little shot of sriracha for a little bit of heat. And a little bit of chud rub, just for good measure. And get that all nice and mixed up. And there we go. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. And these guys are looking good. Nothing tipped over. Got a nice golden brown to them. And they're looking pretty tasty. So
I cannot believe that there's that little of fat in there where it's just not a disaster.
I'm gonna pull these out, let them cool down a little bit, and we'll dive on in. And here they are in all their glory, folks. A beautiful mountain of cheesy, smoky cheeseburger sausage rolls with a lovely little dipping sauce. And yeah, I wanna eat one. Well, here we are again, folks. Another one of those ideas that I thought sounded kind of weak, but now that I'm staring down a big pile of these bad boys, they're calling my name. Nice and juicy, beautiful flaky pastry on there. I temped them, they were right around 150 internal, and they just held together really well. It was a very easy cook. You know, I was worried about a lot of things on that smoker, but it was probably the most pain-free cook I've done on this channel in quite a long time. And it comes together really quickly too. But all that is a moot point if they don't taste good. So let's go for it. Good God. That's really good. That tastes remarkably like a cheeseburger. I really thought it was gonna lean more towards the sausage side of the equation, but that cheese and that smoky beef in there, that is phenomenal. And that nice buttery crust on top, that is a flavor bomb. That is really good. So cheesy. Definitely picked up a good amount of smoke too, which is really nice. Just a lovely little bite-sized cheeseburgery bite. The sauce definitely makes it. Really pushes it into that cheeseburger territory. Dang, that's good. That is just a solid bite of food right there. That puff pastry is cooked perfectly. Nice flaky layers. That cheese stayed in place, but is still nice and melty. I feel like if you did this with regular cheddar, not the high temp stuff, it would just ooze out and be all over the place. The extra oil in there would have broken out and probably soaked the bottom of these things. So that was a good call. Everything is perfectly seasoned. You got textural contrast, buttery.
All right, done with that one. Now we go. Oh wait, no, we have a vote to tabulate. And by a cunt hair, Allie's Kitchen wins. This is what it. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Boom. And boom, and boom, and all right, Allie's Kitchen. This does not look like normal burger meat. Is this the Impossible meat crap?
Okay. Press that in, twist it so you can really cut. Okay.
What are
And
you?
we're gonna get rid of the outer edges here. Just push it all aside. We want a perfect.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, I get you're making a goddamn big ass burger. Fine, I can understand that. Why does your meat look so fucking weird? What is going on here?
Ring with our meats.
Oh, okay.
All right. Ooh, yeah. Look at that.
Cause I don't know if this looks like Impossible meat or there's no fat. This does not, or you've overworked the burger to fuck.
This is just some ground beef.
Okay. So now we're just gonna.
This is ground beef. What did you grind this out of? Eye of round? Sirloin tip? Something with like Zippo fat in it.
Look at that. We're gonna take a plate and kind of just transfer in. We're just gonna flip it.
Ooh.
All right. So now we're gonna take our cheddar cheese.
There's not enough fat to hold it together. And you didn't have enough eggs to hold it together. If you want to have these big ass burgers, that's fine. But you need to have a binding agent at that point.
Cheese slices. And we're just going to.
Well, the cheese will help, but you put it on way too early. You need to let the underside cook, because then when you go to flip it, then you put the cheese on. And hope to hell it stays together.
To layer them all over our burger. Yum.
Trust me, I have seen dumb blondes try to make burgers, or I'll just say dumb chicks try to make food, and no, she's actually trying her best.
Perfect. That looks so good. Okay, so now we've got some bacon, smoked bacon actually.
My favorite.
All bacon is smoked, sweetheart.
Ooh, yeah. Now we're gonna layer.
Oh my god, what is she doing? Alright, I'm gonna try to keep an open mind, but you can't put the pan in the oven because the plastic parts will melt. Alright.
That on top of the cheese.
So this is like a bacon cheeseburger.
Just wait until you see.
I'm willing to bet she's hot just by the sound of her voice, and she's being this stupid.
What we're gonna do, like, this is literally the ultimate burger. You can feed this to an entire family or even for yourself if you want, if you're that hungry. It's so good. Okay, let's get one more juicy bacon slice. Yes. Wow. That looks amazing.
Yummy.
All right. Barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Okay, it takes 20 minutes to make your own barbecue sauce, sweetheart.
The best kind. And we're just gonna drizzle that.
It comes out so perfect.
Just a nice.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna pretend that they're two hot lesbians.
Layer is good like that. Okay, what good is a burger without your nutrient?
What? Wait, what? What are you doing? I don't know, maybe this is so fucking lean that you can have it. Maybe it's sushi grade beef. Bitch, you haven't even flipped the burger!
A little bit of shredded lettuce.
Oh, and you just cook that with the burger.
Please tell me this is a prank, and please tell me I got suckered by a prank. Please, for the love of all that is holy, tell me that I got suckered by a prank. I have never once, ever, added lettuce to a hot element. All right.
Burger.
Yes. Yep, it's gonna make it nice and moist and just give it that like delicious crunch.
No, it's just going to give you goddamn salmonella.
Oh my gosh, that is looking so good. Okay, so we're gonna let that layer cook. Now we're gonna come back to the rest of our meat. We're not gonna waste any of this. We're actually gonna use this as our second layer. So this is like a double cheeseburger, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Transfer.
Okay.
Okay, look at that delicious burger just cooking in there. All right, here we go. Flippity flip. Woo!
I guarantee you, both her and her friend is hot because only pretty privilege would allow a girl to be this stupid. Please tell me please, for the love of God, they can't be this dumb.
Oh, perfect.
Wow.
Oh, I smell everything cooking together.
We of course need toppings for the top layer. So now we're gonna take shredded cheese because this is going to just bind everything together. So, we're gonna go really hardcore.
So you're going to have one part that's cooked, one part that's completely raw.
With this cheese.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh, yeah, because when we cut into this, it's going to be like a surprise. Like, all of this juicy deliciousness, no one is going to expect, and it's just going to be so good.
I'm waiting to see how you pull this off, bitch.
Got our chives. I'm going to just cut.
Those aren't chives, those are green onions. Now, look. You think that this is rage bait. Maybe it is. And like I said, I'm hoping that's what it is. But remember, I've dealt with enough pretty girls on YouTube when it comes to their cooking skills to know that I honestly think these girls are serious. Remember, one of the most famous women on YouTube, iJustine, thought cube steaks were burger patties. And then she's sitting there wondering why the burger's so fucking tough.
Those.
Oh, that's so easy.
So easy. Just get the right amount. You can really
Those aren't chives.
have
Those are
control
spring
of
onions.
how much you're adding by using scissors like this. Wow. Make sure those are spread out nice and good. We've got some breadcrumbs because instead of having, the burger buns, we're going to have breadcrumbs just to give it that crunch. Because I don't make buns as...
This might work if it was in a casserole dish and then going to be put in the oven. But this is in a frying pan that can't go in the oven.
As big as this, so we still want that crunch in there.
Wow.
That's just like, yeah.
It
Yum.
smells so good.
And then we always need a sauce on top because we like it saucy. So I love barbecue and ranch together. So you could do more barbecue if you want, but I'm gonna add ranch.
Oh, that comes out so nice.
Yep, just like that. All right, now that is ready to cook.
I hope your OnlyFans pays well.
And here it goes. We're gonna close up the lid.
That's not going to cook it.
Ooh. Look at that. That's looking so good. Let's get a little peek.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
It's still bloody fucking
That's so
raw.
good. Yes, this literally is the best meal
Pretty privilege confirmed.
for anybody. You could do it for
If she was not pretty, somebody would have slapped her in the face and told her she's stupid, and here's why.
a party, your family, yourself. Like I said, like honestly, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat this entire thing. So good.
Yeah, and you'll puke it up 20 minutes after you eat it. I need a small break. I have to go pee and drink and pee. Because I'm more concerned about interacting with the video Underhaven.
Look at the way the cheese is just like
Gooey.
so gooey. It's mixing with all the ingredients.
Sweetheart, I'm not really worried about the cheese. I'm more worried about the raw fucking bacon in the middle. That's my concern.
Ingredients on the sides there, so that will make like a great sauce. So it's just like a combination of so many things. Oh my gosh, that is looking amazing. So I'm just gonna kind of mix up the sauce around the sides.
Ooh, all that steam coming out.
Yes. I really want to make sure.
Yes, you can do cooking on OnlyFans, but it's not a good idea. Stick to showing us your tits.
You don't let the sauce that's happening like stick to the bottom because they'll burn. But we do want to use that sauce, okay? This is just about ready. Just gonna add a little bit of black pepper on top just for that little nice sizzling kick.
Oh, God.
Woo!
Oh, God,
Oh my gosh,
no.
are you ready to-
God damn it, do you not have a fucking pepper grinder, bitch? This is why you're single, by the way.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Okay.
Let me see, let me see.
Woo, all right. Just give it a really good shimmy. Woo. Okay, here we go.
Oh, wow.
That's nowhere near
Perfectly
done.
cooked burger.
That's nowhere near done. If you want to call it a burger, fine. Oh, I can't wait to see this cutaway.
Ooh.
Oh, great. Here's another thing she's doing. Using a metal knife in a non-stick pan. Again, thankfully OnlyFans pays well.
Oh my god.
It's like a burger cake. I love it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Let's
Oh, I
really
see it.
Shimmy this guy out of here.
Oh, it looks perfectly cooked.
There's so many layers happening. This is just.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, babe, check that out right there. You see that?
Oh.
No, your bacon is still raw. I don't know how you got the burger cooked, but fuck it, you did. But the bacon is still raw, sweetheart.
Wow. This is incredible. Look at all of those layers.
No, you
So
didn't.
good.
No, I was actually being generous. If that is real meat, which I suspect it's not, this whole bottom part here is rare.
Oh my gosh, let's cut into this.
Oh, it's like a burger
Wow, and you
steak.
yes,
Oh,
and you see how like
God, it's bleeding out. I don't know from where, I don't know from what, but...
the breadcrumbs are just so crispy.
Yes.
Really added that crunch. This is the best burger. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
No, sweetheart, I can show you how to make the best burger. Oh, God, that was horrible. And watch, when I get a copyright nail from this video, it'll probably be from this bitch. God, I'm curious her other... what the hell, I'll go to her channel for a minute. Again, pretty privilege. Okay, Alright, we'll do scrambled eggs. What is she pouring them into? Is that water?
We are making the easiest and most delicious breakfast today that is a much healthier version of eggs.
I'm terrified!
Today that is a much healthier version of eggs. These are almost ready to transfer, but I'm gonna just season them up. Let's do some Himalayan pink salt. Whoop. And you want quite a bit. It's very good for you, and it just adds so much flavor to your eggs. And then we're gonna do some ground black pepper. Again, just be very generous if you want. So you don't have to use this much, but I just love a good seasoning. And it's gonna be so good with these fresh eggs. So now we're just gonna kind of flip everything over.
You boiled them. You fucking boiled them! But you didn't make hard-boiled eggs. You didn't make, God damn it, I can't think of the goddamn name. Poached eggs. You didn't even make soft-boiled eggs. I don't know what this is. Probably the vomit I'll have to eat in hell.
Look at that, everything is holding together so nicely. Just make sure to really mix up those seasonings. Beautiful, okay. I think we are ready for the next step. So
Iron Gullet, you don't understand. I've seen enough pretty chicks attempt cooking. And yeah, this is the type of shit they do. Because again, guys want to sleep with them so they'll choke this shit down.
first, let's go ahead and transfer these over. So I'm gonna take my spatula for a little bit of help.
Me, I wouldn't. I'd be like, sweetie, I appreciate the thought. I love that you tried. But let me show you how to make actually good eggs.
Oh, so
And no, they're not going to be as healthy as yours, but boiling scrambled eggs is... yeah. Oh, God. All right, I need a break before I deal with Cobra. I need a okay, I'll take this guy. At least he might actually have something decent.
Welcome back to Point of Barbecue. Y'all know what it is. My name
Because he's wearing dorky sunglasses, but he looks in decent shape, so probably knows how to cook.
is Spencer. We're doing some outdoor cooking today, y'all.
Alright, the boy might know what he's doing.
We are doing smash burgers.
All right.
Oh my God, y'all, look at that. Ooh. Spencer's way, Born to Barbecue way. You know how it is, you know how it be. We're gonna be using shallots instead of onions because
Okay.
we're fancy. We're fancy, all right? Let's check that grill real quick. Whew, we hot.
Okay, now technically this is just nitpicking from me, but that's actually a griddle, not a grill. But again, that's nitpicking from me.
Hot. Real hot. A little too hot. About 500 degrees on that baby. She cooking. Super handy laser thermometer. If you don't have one, get one. All right, now, yo, we got some Bold Burger Rub from Pit Boss. I don't know where I snagged it from. Picked it up. We've been using it. We've been loving it. So that's what we're using on those smash burgers today. First things first, we're going to lay down some of these shallot.
No one is deleting your goddamn chats, Iron Gullet. It's possibly YouTube itself, because a lot of times if you type a lot, then it just goes to spam. You're right. Nitpicking is one thing I have. The biggest thing that I have, though, is the fact that I'm a better cook than Jake.
Let's make a little bed of them. We're doing a total of 3 burgers today. I like to eat, so I'm doing 2 burgers. Doing 1 for the wife. She don't eat as much as me, which is a good thing. I couldn't afford to feed 2 of me. I like to put a little water down there, get it steaming.
All right, nothing
Don't
terrible
let them run
here.
away on you like they're doing to me. Look at that. So get back over here, baby. Get back over here. I wish y'all could smell these babies. They smell amazing already, and all they doing is just cooking. Stop running away now. I told y'all. Where you going? I didn't say go nowhere. God dang. All right, y'all. So what we gonna do, we gonna smash them burgers, hit them with a grill press, throw a little bit of butter down, because I like everything in butter. Some of y'all already know. Gonna throw that down. Gonna grab the burger presses. We already got them burgers put in 1 pound balls. 1 pound balls. We got 1 pound of burgers in 3 balls. So
So
third pound roughly.
All right, then. Okay. I mean, it's fine, nothing wrong, but those aren't really smash burgers. Those are too big to be smash burgers. Smash burgers are typically about 3-ounce balls. About the largest they get is 4 ounces.
We're gonna smash them into these shallots. We're gonna smash them into these shallots, and we're gonna get cooking. Don't really much matter what grill press you got. We got 2 different ones. We got some cheap rinky-dink one, and then we got one from Blackstone. We got one from Lodge. So we're gonna get that one right there. Smash it in. We got another one.
I probably wouldn't do this myself. I'd probably cook the shallots, let them cool, and then because you're not going to get that good, crusty whatever if you do this. But again, nothing wrong with what he's doing.
Move these scallops around. Move these shallots around. Goddamn.
Or if I were to do this with the shallots, I'd slice them super fucking thin and put them on top the meat and then press them in that way.
Dang. My English ain't Englishing today. With this last set, we're gonna repurpose one of these other ones. So get off of there, baby. Get off. Get off of there. Yeah, come on, man. You're gonna be messing around. Yeah, buddy. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna season these things while they cook. A little untraditional for some. I just find it's a little easier whenever you're making these smash burgers like this. You can go a little heavier, go a little lighter, do what you want. Get that last one.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't actually fucking matter. Because 50% of what you put on the seasoning, if not more, is gonna just roll off when you flip the sumbitch.
Want a little bit of that dust. Sheesh. Y'all, I wish y'all could hear, smell, taste all of it.
Although I do like the use of butter. I do like that.
Yes, sir. You see these shallots, they really...
Honestly, you don't need to keep the weight on the burgers. Well, actually, you did third pound patties, so you might actually have to. But with smash burgers, you typically don't need to keep the weight on the burger.
Really starting to cook down well.
Like I said, your burgers are a little... I mean, I'm not saying they're going to be bad, but your burgers were a little too big from the get-go.
Gonna move these things over.
And that's the other thing. Typically, smash burgers, I break a cardinal rule, and usually you add the spices to the meat beforehand.
Squish them to about 1/4 inch or so. Nothing too crazy. Y'all, look at there. That better than the lunch lady. All right, now time for that twist and flip. Oh, baby. Don't let them shallots run away on you. Toss them back on that thing if you got to. Smash it down good. Y'all, that looks beautiful. Oh, man. Y'all missing out by not being here. I keep telling y'all. We're going to cook these things down pretty good. I mean, they're going to have so much dang butter in there. We ain't got to worry about not being juicy. I didn't tell y'all. Forgot. I apologize. We use 80-20 ground beef, and 80-20 prime ground beef. If that's even a thing. I bought it. They sold it to me, so I hope it's a thing. It's already done got bought now, so here with a little bit of that butter season, bowl burger seasoning on top. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, like I said, these burgers are taking way too long. Again, for for burgers, these are fine. For burgers, these are fine. But these are not smash burgers. His balls were way too big. Normally, that's a compliment to a male, but unfortunately this time, it's one of the only times it's not.
Y'all, these things beautiful. Man, it's not fair. I gotta smell all this, I gotta eat all this, and y'all just gotta watch. It really ain't fair. And then, as we starting to wind down on these babies, we're gonna toss these buns on the grill. I'm putting them over on this side. I already put some butter on them.
All right. I love the fact that you're toasting your own buns. Thank Christ for that.
You gotta do a whole lot with them. Just stick them face down, let them soak. Trying to get a little cooking in there. Last thing's last, we putting some pepper jack cheese on there.
All right, like your cheese choice.
It's spicy.
Actually, I like your whole setup here. To be brutally honest, I just wish there was space for like a proper grill. Again, this is a griddle. It's not a grill, but splitting hairs. And I don't know if you have it, but I wish you had a smoker. But again, for all I know, you do. It's just out in the backyard.
Turkey jack cheese ain't even that spicy, but some of y'all it is. You know who you are.
Okay, now, typically for 3rd pound patties, I put 2 slices of cheese. Because 1 slice just isn't enough to kind of be balanced with the beef.
Last one last.
All right,
Beautiful.
so he's just going to do 1 pound patties, which I guess fine. I mean, he's only going to do 1 slice of cheese, which fine, but still, it should be 2. Just my opinion.
Beautiful. Oh, we're getting close.
All right, and we're coming to the end of this video, and I guess I'm ready to give out a challenge or a choice. And I guess I'll throw Cobra back in there. And we're going and we'll put him up against Nikki New Jersey. She made a video too, so you have until the end of this video. So get your fucking votes in.
Not as close. Still not that close.
Well, who do you want me to make fun of?
Still not close. We're letting that butter melt down, y'all, and then we're gonna let her eat. Almost time to plate and eat. Oh yeah, y'all, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Woo. I'll be for a blooper. Whew. Nice and crispy. I like my buns nice and crispy, y'all. That's where it's at. Crispy and buttered. Leave that one on there. All right, y'all. Get underneath that thing quick. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Look at that. Double decker perfection. Almost lost that one. My wife's been requesting these, man. She don't like big burgers, but I do.
3rd pound is about where I like. If I'm gonna do a double decker burger, I go to 1/4 pound patties and have a 1/2 pound burger then.
When I tell y'all,
The reason 2/3 pound burgers not my alleyway is because while I'll eat them, when I get done eating them, the only thing I'm doing is lying on the couch, drinking beer, watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. But I'd try his burger. Oh yeah, I'd eat this shit. This is actually very
I'm so
appealing.
excited for how good these things about to be. And as always, clean down your griddle. You gotta do it now or you gotta do it later. Might as well do it now while everything's nice and hot. I mean, look at that, y'all. Ridiculous. All right, now you already know the deal. We're done cooking, but make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and that follow button. Keep coming back. We still cooking, we still eating. We ain't going nowhere, and we might get healthier because it's summertime, but we probably not.
All right. Let's go to the poll. Well, looks like New Jersey won. One of these days you'll win, King Cobra. All right. I think this is her. Yep. Use what you have. Make your burger the way you want. Bacon cheeseburger. This is Nikki, New Jersey. All right? All right, Nikki. Let's see what you got.
Alright, you know how you don't have any money to buy no food, well, fast food at that, but you in the mood for a burger, so what you gotta do? You gotta make your own. So you got the ground beef here. I got my seasoning right here. Nothing fancy. So let's jump right in.
What cut of beef was that? Just not for nothing, but what cut of beef was that?
Alright. As you can see, I already got the meat in there, and I already put my egg in there too. I just didn't press.
Okay, wait a second. I have to back her up.
At that, but you in the mood for a burger, so what you gotta do? You gotta make your own. So you get.
Okay, so either this is ground beef that she previously froze from another pack, and that's what I'm gonna go with, because the only other thing it looks close to is an eye of round roast, which is horrible for burgers, because it's like 98.2. Close the chat. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, there, we're back. Look, I know I'm not muted. Alright.
Got the ground beef here. I got my seasoning right here. Nothing fancy. So let's jump right in. Alright. As you can see, I already got the meat in there, and I already put my egg in there too. I just didn't press record because I was trying to hurry up. But we're going to season this up. We're not going to put a whole lot. But we're going to put some, you know, good measure. So you can just taste it. I am going to use some of this, but not a whole lot since this has salt in it. Well, kind of salty, so we're just going to put a little bit in there. Not a whole lot. We're going to add our pepper in there next. And I love pepper, so never too much. And I love garlic. So let's put our garlic in there. Right, just a little bit more. And then I also am going to add some, can you see it? Some breadcrumbs, just a little bit. We don't need a whole lot. And these are the plain breadcrumbs, so we're not going to add a whole lot. And now, gonna mix this up. All right, let's get this all combined together. And then we're going to form our patties. What are you guys making for dinner tonight? You know how you be stuck in a rut? Like, I'm really stuck in a rut because I don't want to keep making like the same things like over and over again. So I need some like dinner ideas, you know, or what I can make. Something that's, you know, budget friendly, fast and easy. I don't.
Okay, hold on. It's registering on my thing. I don't know why the hell I'm bothering to do this, but it's registering on my thing, so it should be going out. There, you got me to do that.
I don't want nothing that's so like all complicated or nothing like that. I don't want that. But you know, but something that's going to be good, fast and easy. It can be low carb, you know, whatever. You think that's like a good size for a burger?
Actually, it's a little too thick, but that's just me.
Yeah, I guess it could be. Now, I don't know if we're going to have fries with this or if we're just going to have chips. Because like I said, I really don't feel like cooking. Like, I really don't, but gotta eat. I don't know. They say you're supposed to, like, press your thumb in the middle part of it.
No, just make thinner patties. Yeah, but she's got a cute voice, so I can't. I guess that's stopping me from getting really pissed. Fuck. All right, I'll be back in a second.
So let's see how many we can make with these. Alright, I was able to get 9 burgers out of this. You got these right here cooking up right now.
Oh, jeez, I'll shed a single tear. Altered Rin has left.
And I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to eat with it. Alright, they cooking it real good. I like my burgers like well done, so.
One nitpick here: you shouldn't do burgers in a non-stick pan. You can't get the heat hot enough.
Got my burgers cooking up nicely, and I think I'm gonna have some raw onions with it. I was gonna cook them, but I think I want to have raw onions with my burger. All right, all I gotta do is melt the.
All right, you seem like a very sweet girl, but I can teach you how to make burgers that don't resemble meatballs.
Cheese on my burger, and it's nice and juicy. Don't worry about the grease, that's not gonna go on the burger, but my burger will be nice and juicy. So I'm about to melt the cheese. All right, then I got me some onions cut up. I got the lettuce, the bacon. These are the rolls that we're going to use. I got my ketchup and my mayonnaise.
Wait.
Let's get ready to
whoa,
build a burger.
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, those are the rolls you're gonna use?
The bacon. These
Oh, okay, they're on the side. All right, I got it.
are the rolls that we're going to use. I got my ketchup and my mayonnaise. Let's get ready to build a burger. All right, let's go ahead and build our burger. We got our mayonnaise on here. All right, now I got my lettuce right here. Then I'm gonna put a couple onions on my sandwich right there. And then we're gonna put some jalapenos on there.
All right.
Just a few, not that many.
I'll tell you what, I'll give her a pass for not having pickles.
All right, I got some. Do you want some? Here. Put some jalapenos on there. Then I'm gonna get my nice juicy burger. And I'm gonna put my bacon on there. I put 2 slabs of bacon. I would put more, but we don't have that much bacon that I made, so we're gonna use what we have. And then I'm going to add my ketchup. And now it's time to eat. Good burger.
All right. I don't know. Maybe it's her voice. I don't know. She's sweet, so I guess I won't be too critical. There's a few things fundamentally she should do. One, you need to spread. The easiest way I have found to have a burger cook evenly is just to spread it out. That dimple thing, if it does work, I have never once gotten it to work for me. That's all I'll say. I typically, that's why I go for quarter pound, third pound patties. Is because I can press them out thin enough where they'll be, just fine on the bun. Yeah, except everyone that I give, whose opinion I give a shit about, says they can hear me just fine. So who's lying? All right, where the hell are we at with? Screw it. We'll do this from Grillin' AB. We're over the hour. Shit. The hell is this? Oh, I hit the wrong thing. What the hell? You know what? Screw it. I want to do Grillin' AB.
So we back at it again with another budget-friendly meals. And listen, if you go to my page, look under the playlist, you'll find one that says budget-friendly meals, right? Super easy to make, cheap on the pocket, feeds a family 4 to 6. So let's get it. Okay, folks. Now look, I'm gonna go ahead and scan over some of these ingredients right here. As you guys can see, not a whole lot, but I want you guys to pay attention right here. Look, I'm gonna be using black beans, and look, they come in a low sodium version too, right? We need 2 cans, so those are the regular. As you can see, look, we got our spices in the back. Right? We got our onions. We're gonna be doing it in the Dutch oven. And then look right here. We're gonna be using the small elbow macaroni. Okay, folks, so listen, if I hadn't said already, listen, this is nothing but a 1-pot meal, right? Extremely easy, and again, it's budget friendly, right? So now I'm gonna take my infused olive oil. You guys have regular olive oil, that works too. I put in just about a tablespoon in here, and I wanna talk about my ground beef. Listen, because I don't want it to be oily or have to do no kind of like drain or anything like that, I'm using a 93.7 blend, right? So I put a medium and high heat.
All right, I'll let that one pass.
Under the bottom of here, I'm gonna go ahead and take my ground beef. We're gonna drop this in. Then you want to get yourself like a little meat masher. You know what I mean? This right here, crumble it up good. This is either.
I'm sorry, I've used those. They are fucking terrible and worthless. Get a spatula.
They're made out of like a neoprene type of substance or like a plastic, right? But it won't scratch up the bottom of your porcelain or your Dutch oven, right? So I'm just breaking this up. What we want to do is we want to brown this, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions now because we want to cook them down just a little bit. I'll just give it a little stir with this here. This is no problem. It's still gonna render a little fat even though the beef content is 93.7, right? So the fat percentage of this is 7%. Now I'm getting ready to bring a happy smile to my face, and I'm finna load up my garlic press. And then we're gonna go ahead and just get this going. And now I'll just continue to work this in and let's cook this. Or what we're looking to do right now is just brown the meat. Once I get it almost brown, then we're gonna come with our blend of spices. Now you guys can see a lot of my pink has went away. You know what I mean? We still gonna continue to cook it, right? But this is a good time that you can go ahead and add your, you know.
Because pre-minced garlic and olive oil is just fine. And also, I go through it so fast that it doesn't matter.
Your spices.
But you need to buy fresh garlic bulbs every couple days.
Right? I'm getting ready to add myself a couple of pinches of salt.
Plus, I have actually never seen a difference.
Just to wake up the flavor.
And also, you'd be surprised how many restaurants use garlic.
Now, we'll go ahead and add in our tomatoes. No drain, just add them in. Okay, so after we put in our diced tomatoes, right? Then we want to add in, you know, our sauce, right? So just add them. You want to have the right tool for the job. I don't want to add no water to the can to get it all out. Just use a small spatula to get everything. Right, so you want to add all 3 of your cans. Then you want to add in your black beans. I've already drained these.
And making your own butter probably tastes better than buying it at the store, yet everyone buys their butter at a store.
I didn't want to do the mash and drain. You know, I just hold them upside down once I remove the top, put the top back.
Really? You mean the completely packed ones on diners, drive-ins, and dives? I've seen garlic used there quite a bit. As long as you use the garlic quick, it's fine.
Go in there and just let whatever liquid can, you know, drain out. I don't want to have no mushy beans, right? Mixing this up, you guys can look right there. Oh yeah, this is what I like. To be honest with you, sometimes I like to take another onion, even though I did a whole onion. That was like a medium-sized onion and diced it down. I like to take another one and just like make it like 1/8. Instead of like 1/4, we cut it down a little bit more. I like to have the onion in there for myself, right? Now, I'm getting ready to come with my chicken broth. Right, and we're gonna add this in here. Now you want to keep it under that medium-high heat, right? You know, the reason being, because we got to get this up to a simmer. And don't worry about it. Look like it got a lot of liquid in there, because we're gonna add everything to the pot. You notice I didn't do nothing to the macaroni elbows, right? So just stay with me, folks. But what I want to do is get this back up to a.
Yeah, I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna basically boil the macaroni or cook the macaroni in the pot. I'm not adverse to that idea, but it does make your dish a little starchy because of the pasta. So there's that.
You know, to a good simmer. So let me look. We still at that medium high. Let's go. Okay, so if you look at it right now, it's starting to simmer, right? So now you want to go ahead, and this is what's cool.
All right, I'll give you another comparison. Iceberg lettuce. The pre-shredded stuff in the bag tastes damn near the same to the head you bought and shredded it yourself.
About this, we didn't have to make nothing al dente in another pot. When I say one pot, this is true to the game, right? So we'll just add our macaroni noodles in, and listen, we're just gonna give this a stir. Now, number one thing you guys gonna say is like, how long? I'm gonna say it takes about 10 minutes, but what we wanna do is we want these noodles to become al dente inside of this. Just think, all of the flavor and everything is gonna be absorbed in your macaroni, and this right.
Yeah, my only issue with this is it's a nitpick and it comes down to personal preferences. The chili's gonna be fucking starchy as a motherfucker.
Here's gonna be fire. It's gonna absorb a lot of this liquid in here, but this right.
I mean, unless you got something to counteract it. And I love grilling with AB, so I'm confident he's got something.
Here's real flavor. So I'm gonna say about 10 minutes, then we want to check it. You guys know what al dente is by now, and if you don't know, you just want it to be. It's almost like a par cook. You know what I mean? You want it to be almost there, but not quite there. You know why? Because when we turn it off, it's gonna continue to cook. So I'm gonna check mine at 10 minutes at a medium-high heat, folks. Make sure it simmers the whole complete time. I should have said this too. I like to stir mine, make sure nothing burns under the bottom. I love having these bamboo or wooden, utensils right here with the square edge. It allows me to run this right off the bottom. You guys can feel if it's doing anything. But this right here is right. Now, I'm gonna take me a spoon, see if I can capture this. I just turned my fire off. I just wanna let you know when I say al dente, but you guys aren't gonna be able to see how much pressure I put on this. But if I take it like this, oh yeah, this is right. You know what I mean? So my noodles is right, right? And then just for good measure, let's do it like this. It's spot on, folks. Now,
All right.
this is all off, right? Now I'm gonna take my cheese, and look, I use a Mexican blend. You know what I mean? Love that Mexican blend, right? And then what you wanna do is, you wanna let the heat, the residual heat, just make it mix. Now, if you guys wanna make it a little bit fuller, a little bit more creamy or something like that, you can add yourself some sour cream to it, you know? I like to reserve a little bit more. I have some more, so I'm gonna put that on
I would actually just have the sour cream up to the individual person that ate it.
top. But look at this right here. Look at how, ooh, my goodness. I think it'd take a little bit more. But look at that. You see that right there? Mm-hmm. And that there, folks, is a budget-friendly meal. Chili Mac. Okay, folks, after looking at this, I can tell you right now, it's already fire. I done already ate it, but I'll eat some, you know, on here for you guys. Look, don't forget, I told you guys can add some sour cream to it too. You know what I mean? And listen, I would probably do that if I left the cayenne pepper, you know what I mean, in case you guys got some kids, because they do have a little bit of on the back end and you can feel the heat after. But while you're eating it, it's pretty good to me. You know what I mean? But if you want to, you can just, you know, leave that out. Hey, I'm not finna over talk it no more. Check it out. Cheers.
All right. All right, one more. And we'll do this guy. From the preview of this video, this guy does everything wrong with brats you could possibly do. What? Yeah, this is Greg, whatever. Apparently a fan of mine is saying I'm going to have have a heart attack. All right, let's see what he's done.
Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started. I'd like to ask up front if you could just excuse the audio on this one a little bit. It was an extremely windy day and the audio's been cutting in and out. Hello there, barbecue friends. Today we're firing up the kettle grill.
Okay.
My local butcher is making a new sausage.
Okay.
It's a cheddar cheese and jalapeno brat.
Okay. All right, already, if this is your grill, I see massive problems here. Your brats are getting fucking incinerated. Brats, if you do sear them, are, 10 seconds one side, 10 seconds the other, and then brats are done low and slow. Not directly over lump fucking charcoal.
Now I bought some to throw on the kettle grill here today. Now I'll show you a real easy way to do this and get the best results. Let's get started. So on one side of my grill here, I got a couple small baskets and I got my charcoal chimney. I'm just gonna start this, dump it in my basket so I have a hot side here on the grill, and we'll start it off that way. Of course, I'm gonna use my instant fire cup to start this charcoal chimney here. Put that underneath, light that up.
Except you're using lump charcoal, which isn't the charcoal you use for indirect. God God damn it, how many times do I have to fucking say this? You do not use lump charcoal. Oh, God.
All right, once our charcoal chimney's almost fully engaged here, we're gonna dump it into the small baskets. Okay, again, so we're gonna have all our heat on the one side of the grill. Okay, gonna put the grill on there, put our lid on, put the dome vent opposite to the fire. Just gonna move that so it's only open a crack.
Again, lump charcoal doesn't burn long enough to do what you're doing.
Let that get up to temperature, and then I'll clean the grills. All right, so we got our coals burning. I cleaned the grills. Time to put those.
So you're saying I don't know what I'm doing? Do any of you even know the difference between lump charcoal and briquette charcoal? Do any of you know that difference? Or how about Asian charcoal? Do you know the difference between that and American? Oh, that's right. No, you don't, because you're fucking idiots.
Those brats on. Now here's the part that I'm excited about. Jalapeno and cheddar brats. So I'm gonna put these on the grill.
All right, your fire is way too hot for brats. I can already see your fire is way too fucking hot for brats.
Opposite to our heat source.
And again,
I got a couple jalapeno peppers here. Gonna put those on the grill. Just to show you I got everything kind of.
oh my God.
Lined up like that. Let's put our lid on. I'll bring you back for the next step. All right, we're 10 minutes into this cook. You can see I got virtually no smoke coming off of this.
Yeah, because they're getting incinerated.
Lighting your coals ahead of time really does give you a nice clean burning fire. Now we're at the 10-minute mark. We're gonna give everything a flip. Yeah, I flipped everything over, including our jalapenos. And of course, I got a couple premium hot dogs there for the non-jalapeno eaters. I'll see you back in.
Oh my God, you. You've already dried out the skin, I can tell.
In 10 minutes. All right, we're another 10 minutes into this cook for a total cooking time of 20 minutes. And I got a dome temperature here of about 450 degrees.
That's close. That's almost 500. That ain't no 450, bitch. Also, 450 is way too high of a temp to attempt to slow cook brats. You see that smoking range, bitch? That's where you should be. You lost the plot 200 degrees ago.
It's been 450 for almost the whole cook. This is a great way to bring up the interior temperature of those sausages before we do some direct grilling.
Oh, God.
Now we're going to give everything some direct grilling time.
Why?
It's not going to take long just to finish everything off.
Also, again, you're using goddamn lump charcoal. You can't do lump charcoal low and slow. Oh my God, did anybody set you... What'd you go to the school of Steve... Actually, no. I won't even blame Steve Reichland for your shit. This is a whole new level of stupidity. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, fucking hell no. Oh, God. Oh, dear God, no.
Now, without editing any of this footage, you could see just how long or how short a time it takes to get just the right amount of sear on the outsides of these sausages. And of course, we're treating the premium hot dogs here just the same way. You can see the blackening on those jalapenos is going to add a lot of
you're
flavor.
not getting a sear on your goddamn brats. You're just getting everything blistering and going bananas. That's not a sear, good sir. You can make a case for the hot dogs, not these things. These things are what happens to a college star quarterback after he's gotten washed down by 4 cheerleaders in the shower after the big game. That's what his dick looks like.
See the blistering and the juice is starting to come out of those brats. When you see the juices flowing out of these sausages, you know you got a good interior temperature. So you're just working on the casing just to give it that nice snap when you bite into it.
I finally did it. I never thought I'd do it, but I did it. I finally found the one griller worse than Steve Reichland that's presenting themselves as a pro. Oh, my God. That's not a sear. Oh, God. Look, first, learn your charcoals. Okay? Learn the differences of the charcoal. Because all your bratwursts again look like is the goddamn star QB's dick after he's had a 5-way with 4 hot-ass cheerleaders.
Okay, we're going to take these off the grill. Move these jalapenos off the heat. Of course, we move these dogs back over here. We're going to throw our buns directly over the coals here. Give them a flip.
You don't toast bread over lumped charcoal. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Just like that.
I can already see with the amount of smoke.
All right, take our jalapenos off there. What we're going to do is cut our stems off.
Do not attempt to anger me, Underhaven. I'm pissed off enough.
Cut them down the middle. Just like
Are you going to try to remove the skins, or you just... Okay, fine, whatever.
that. Pull off some of the seeds from the center. Okay, I'm just going to give it a few slices like this. You get that little bit of char on the outside of those. Put some of that on there.
Okay.
Just to dress that.
So, God forbid you just done that with a green pepper.
All right, here
Okay, your bun looks like a pile of burnt shit.
we have it. A bacon and cheddar brat cooked here on the kettle grill, mostly in indirect heat. Just over 20 minutes cooking time. This would work on any kind of sausage you have. Let's give it a good bite here. The cheddar flavor is right up front on this one.
I have lost all faith in humanity. And this is where I'm going to end this tonight. So good night, everybody.